So then the next question they had for you was, what issues concern you most about Douglas County?
Um, the COVID-19 issue obviously is a big issue, and how we emerge from that crisis and help our small business owners grow and prosper is a big issue for us. The commission is tasked with uh, uh, they're tasked with protecting the assets of Douglas County, and we need to return to an even stronger economy than before, so we can provide the services to all our residents. And by doing and the way we do that is to grow our revenue, and it'll take some time, but I think how we emerge from this crisis is critical to Douglas County, and I think I'll go back to my opponent. He's a nice man. He's been here a couple of years, but he has no practical experience, much less education experience, to do the job of a county commissioner. I do. I have a degree in accounting. I've been a CFO of a couple of companies. I, it it takes a certain mindset uh, to be a commissioner. You can't have a preset mind on everything you do. So I think I'm the guy that's going to help Douglas County emerge from that COVID-19 crisis. Um, Another issue that is a concern to me is um, uh, the condition of the water infrastructure in our GIDs, the General Improvement Districts. The county has a water utility that's based up in North County. It serves about 2,000 or 3,000 people. And I think that utility is in very good shape. It's an enterprise fund. It has ratepayers that pay into it. It has good reserves and has good bonding capacity to take care of improvements in the future that they may need in the future. But the GIDs, and I'm not picking on any particular GID, but and I've talked to some of the GIDs. I think they need to do an honest assessment of their water infrastructure. Um, do they have sufficient pumps? Do they have sufficient wells? How old are the pipes that they need to be replaced? I mean, the county under NRS is required to provide water to its residents, and it's required to take over any failing water system. Back 10 years ago, we had to take over the Sheridan Acres water system and the Country Estates water system. They have been neglected by their homeowners association ever since the inception of those subdivisions, and it cost the county millions of dollars to assume that those systems and the liability that went with them, and we had to build new wells and new infrastructure. Um, and I don't want the county to be in that position ever again. So I think that like I said, the GIDs need to do an evaluation. They can't ignore the fact that they have certain things that they have to do to upgrade and provide good water to their system, quality water, and of course quantity. So I would like to see them do this evaluation and to make sure that their current customers and their future customers are well served. I think my biggest concern in Douglas County right now is the political conversation and discourse, which has sunk to the depths of the national politics. I mean, for goodness sakes, folks, this is rural Douglas County. When Judy and I moved here almost 30 years ago, there was politics going on, but people were civil to each other. I attended lots of meetings back in the 90s, board meetings, county commissioner meetings, and there was, of course, there was disagreements. There will always be disagreements, but people were respectful. and you didn't have this lack of civility during public comment that we have at some of our board meetings. It's really it's really terrible, and there's even some lack of civility on the board by some board members. And I just think we need to dial that down. I'm very upset about that. I hope we can return to civility and move on. Politics is one thing, but let's be nice to each other. So I guess I don't. I mean, there's probably other concerns that I have, but those are the first ones that I can think of.